Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. And here are my predictions for this weekend's Premiership matches. Let's start with Luton versus Chelsea. Well, Luton over the Christmas period have had two great results. They beat Newcastle and they beat Sheffield United. Chelsea, they didn't do so good. They lost to Wolves on Sunday, but they did beat Crystal Palace. At the moment, Luton are 18th and Chelsea are 10th. Luton have won 4, lost 11. Chelsea have won 7, lost 8. With Chelsea, you never know what you're going to get. They're up and down. 1 minute they win one match and then the next they go and lose the next. I wouldn't be surprised if Luton don't beat Chelsea tomorrow. Like I said, you never know what you can get with Chelsea. They're up 1 minute and down the next. This one I'm going to go with Chelsea. I'm going to go Luton 1, Chelsea 2. Aston Villa versus Burnley. Well, Villa drew with Sheffield United a week ago today, and they lost to Manchester United Boxing Night. Burnley, they beat Fulham last weekend and they lost to Liverpool. Villa, of course, are 3rd and Burnley are 19th. Could Burnley produce a shock result tomorrow, against Villa? I think Villa will be looking for a response. I'm going to go Villa have won 12, lost 4. Burnley have won 3, lost 14. I'm going to go with Villa. I'm going to go Villa to win. Villa 2, Burnley 0. Crystal Palace versus Brentford. Crystal Palace are 15th and Brentford are above them in 14th. Of course, Crystal Palace lost the other night to Chelsea, and Brentford, they lost 4-1 to Wolves, which was a surprise. I did predict that Wolves would win, but I didn't think they'd win by that many. Crystal Palace are struggling at the moment. I don't know how much longer Roy Hodgson will be there. The way results are going, he might not be there much longer. If results don't start to improve for Crystal Palace in the start of the new year, then I think they'll probably be parting the ways with Roy Hodgson. I can't understand why he's still in management for. Why doesn't he just retire, put his feet up? Because he's managed no end of teams, and of course he was England's manager. Brentford are not having a very good season themselves at the moment. They're struggling. Usually you can rely on Brentford to be about mid-table now, but they're having a bit of a struggle this season. This one I'm going to go for Crystal Palace 1, Brentford 3. I'm going to go for Brentford to win 3-1. Manchester City versus Sheffield United. Manchester City are 4th and poor old Sheffield United are bottom. Manchester United beat Everton the other night, and of course Sheffield United, they lost to Luton on Monday night. Results don't seem to be improving since Chris Wilder went there. There doesn't seem to be the bounce like there usually is when a new manager comes in, because he's been Sheffield United's manager before. I don't think it'll work out for him. The way of this, looking at the table now, I wouldn't be surprised if Sheffield United don't get not relegated. But there's still a long way to go yet. We shall see. Manchester City, they've won 11, lost 3. Sheffield United won 2, lost 14. I can't see that changing tomorrow. I'm going to go for Manchester City, even though they've got a few players injured. I'm going to go for Manchester City 3, Sheffield United 0. Wolves versus Everton. Well, Wolves have had a good Christmas so far. They've won 2. They beat Chelsea Christmas Eve, and the other night they beat Brentford. And of course Everton lost to Manchester City. Wolves at the moment are 11th and Everton are 17th. Of course we know that Everton have had a points deduction. I keep saying it could the unthinkable happen and Everton go down. This point deduction might relegate them. It only wants Luton to, win a couple of matches. It could happen. It's highly unlikely that it would, but, could happen. Wolves have won 7, lost 8. Everton have won 8, lost 9. I'm going to go for... Everton really need 3 points this weekend. They really do need 3 points if they want to try and survive. The way Wolves are playing at the moment, I can't see it. I think I'm going to go for Wolves. Wolves 2, Everton 1. Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United. Well, Forest got a great result, didn't they, against Newcastle Monday? And of course, Man United beat Villa. The new Nuno seems to have instilled a little bit of win mentality for Forest at the moment. Forest are 16th and Man United are 7th. Man United are like Chelsea, they're up and down. You know what Manchester United are like. They win one match and then the next game they lose. They play ever so poorly. Do Man United? They're up and down. Like I said, they're up and down like Chelsea. Forest have won 4, lost 10. Man United have won 10, lost 8. This one I'm gonna go for a draw. Forest 2, United 2. Fulham versus Arsenal. Well, Fulham at the moment are 13th and Arsenal are, of course, 2nd. And of course Fulham are on a bit of a wobble at the moment. They had those 2 5-0 wins, and the last 2 games they've lost. They lost against Burnley and they've lost against Bournemouth. And of course, Arsenal lost last night to West Ham. Fulham have won 6, lost 10. Arsenal have won 12, lost 3. This one I'm going to go for Arsenal. Fulham 0, Arsenal 2. Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Well, Tottenham are 5th and Bournemouth are 12th, and of course Tottenham lost last night to Brighton. And of course Bournemouth won Boxing Day. Tottenham have won 11, lost 5. Bournemouth have won 7, lost 7. This one I'm gonna go for a draw. Another game I think I'll draw. I don't. Bournemouth won't make it easy for Tottenham. I'm going to go for Tottenham 2, Bournemouth. I'm going to go for Bournemouth to win. I'm going to change my mind. I was going to go for a draw. I think Bournemouth will beat Tottenham. I'm going to go for Tottenham 2, Bournemouth 3. Liverpool versus Newcastle. Well, Liverpool, of course, are top, and Newcastle are 9th. Of course, Liverpool beat Burnley Boxing Night, and Newcastle lost to Forest. It doesn't look like that Newcastle are going to finish in the top 4 this season like they did last season. They've got injury problems. For all this money they've got, you know, I'm out of the Champions League and the League Cup. I'm out of that, and of course the FA Cup starts next weekend. That'll probably be another cup competition they'll be knocked out of in one of the rounds. I just can't see Newcastle finishing the top 4 like they did last season. Liverpool have won 12, lost 1. Newcastle have won 9, lost 8. In the papers the other day they were saying that Eddie Howe is under pressure and his job's under threat. Well, I don't think so. That's just paper talk. I think the Newcastle owners have got faith in him. He'll turn it around for Newcastle, but I just can't see them finishing in the top 4 this season. They overreached their last season. It was just an exceptional season last season, was this season. They've been brought down to earth. Anyway, this one I'm going to go for Liverpool. Liverpool 2, Liverpool 3, Newcastle 0. Sorry, Newcastle fans, I don't think it'll be a good start for you to the new year on New Year's night. West Ham versus Brighton. Well, West Ham, of course, beat Arsenal, and Brighton beat Tottenham. West Ham at the moment are 6th. Brighton are 8th. West Ham have won 10, lost 6. Brighton have won 8, lost 5. This one I'm going to go for I'm going to go for a draw, I think. West Ham 2, Brighton 2. Well, that's the end of my predictions for this weekend's Premiership matches. Like, comment, subscribe, and whichever team you support, be it Liverpool or bottom club Sheffield United, I wish you a happy new year and see you in the next video.